Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is WQSY 810 portable in the basement at 10 watts of power on the TID Radio TD-H9. This is WQSY 810 portable, clear.
This is RF Radio Network.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, and today we're going to be looking at the TID Radio H9. This is the first look, and I'm telling you right now, this most likely will get the RF Radio Network 5-star instant awesome rating. Because I am absolutely impressed with the menu system on this. It makes programming radios so much easier. What's also important to know is that you must download, if you're going to use Chirp to download and program this radio, you must use the H3 profile, ham and GMRS. Do not use H8. What will happen is when you rewrite to the radio, you'll have a channel and then you're going to have a null. Then you're going to have a channel and then you're going to have a null. When you rewrite it, it malfunctions. That's a bug with the H8 apparently. So you must use the H3 ham and GMRS option in Chirp to program the H9. Eventually they'll probably fix that in Chirp, but at the moment, as of December 14th, 2025, you must use the H3 ham and GMRS option or profile to download, read from the radio, copy your code plug, copy from another radio, paste it in, and write it, and you'll be good to go. Now, you'll be in the VFO mode only. Make the necessary changes within the menu system, save it to a memory channel, rename the memory channel, and you're done. Everything is field programmable with this radio. We're also going to be looking at the H9 and comparing the two. This does not have GPS, it has a flashlight, but this does have GPS and APRS. The menu system between the two is bar none better. The H9 blows the H8 away. However, they're both very strong radios. If you're a menu person and you like the ease of use of menus, then the H9 will be your choice. We're going to be doing power testing on both radios, and we're going to be throwing both of them on the spectrum analyzer right here, and we're going to check out what they can do. Now, before we go any further, the H8 battery is 2,500 milliamps, and the H9 is 24. The H9 is slightly larger than the H8, which makes the battery thinner but compatible with either radio. This is 2400, this is 2500. It's slightly smaller in physical size, the radio, but the batteries are compatible with one another. So if you bought an H9, you can use your battery from your H8 with no problem whatsoever. They are different sizes, thicknesses. The 2400 is substantially thinner than the 2500 because it makes it slightly wider, which makes it allow it to be thinner. It's pretty wild actually. So they look very similar to one another. They do. They look very similar. The buttons, the charging capability, the bottom of the radio. The H9, however, has a USB port on the side where the H8 does not. They both have the microphone jack on the side. They both have the same location for the lanyard on the same side as the K1 connector. However, the push-to-talk button on the H9 is substantially bigger. It's much wider. It's much nicer looking as well. And they both have the side keys of programmable. So, before we go any further, let's go right into the power output of the H8 we should be ready to go. We are 146,520. Power on the device, and we transmit. We are at 9.7, 9.6, 9.6 watts of power. Now we're dropping. Both batteries are at 100%, and I'm just keeping it transmitting. So 9 point, let's keep dropping. So if you're rag chewing, this is what's going to happen. I'm just holding it. All right, we kind of looks like we're steady at 9.33, okay? Still dropping. Holy crap, that is extremely hot. Phew. All right, so let's check out the H9. So exciting. These things are incredible. I love doing reviews such as this, because it actually shows, you know, it actually shows how good the radio is. Turn it on. The voice prompts on the H9 is also very, very good. Okay, so we're gonna, I show you that we're at 146,520. Bring it down, and we transmit. We're at 10 watts. Holy crap. And we're holding it. I want to see what happens. That's insane. That is very, very hot. Jesus Christmas. Whew. I'm still holding it. We're still holding it. Wow. It's not dropping like it did on the H8. I believe the transmitter on this radio is far superior than the H8. The H9 is kicking. Look at it. It's hovering right at 9.83. Between 8.3 and 8.1, it hasn't moved. That's impressive. This radio is incredible. The transmitter on this sounds and it looks to be completely different than the H8. Now, actually, you know what? We didn't do any of the other power outputs. We did VHF. Let's do 4, 4, 6, 0, 0, 0. Now I want to let you hear the audio on this radio.
4, 4, 6, 0, 0, 0.
Hear the difference?
4, 4, 6, 0, 0, 0.
It's a beautiful sounding radio for sure. Okay, we're at 446,000. We're going to hit transmit. Make sure we're in frame here, and we hit transmit, and we're at 9 point. It's bouncing all over the place. 9.5, 9.4. It's dropping. 9.3. That is hot. Holy shit. God damn, that was hot. That is crazy. I should have a laser so you guys can see how hot that is. It's cooling down now, but we were at 125 degrees. That is nutty. All right, so we want to go 4. Let's see. 4.
4.
Let's see. 4, 4, 9.
9, 5, 0.
Well, let's hit transmit. Damn. The top of the VHF band, and we're getting like 9.5 watts. That's impressive. Let's do 220.
2, 3, 5, 0, 0.
See if we can do that.
Cancel.
Oh,
Cancel.
it cannot do 220. Okay, let's try 350.
3, 5, 0, zip, 0, zip, cancel.
Can't
Cancel.
transmit on that either. How about 400?
4, zip, zip, 0, 0.
Oh, you can transmit on 400 by itself. 11 watts. We hit 11 watts, people. 11 watts on 400 flat. Let's see, 380.
3, 8, zip, 0, zip, zip, cancel. Cancel.
Can't transmit on that. All right, so this is a ham radio only. It's impressive. This is a very, very impressive radio. I'm in awe. Now the menu system of the H8 is nothing to write home about. So we hit menu. It's just the basic functions. It's not as easy to understand, okay, as the H9. If you were looking between the two radios, either the H8 or the H9, I would say get the H9. It packs a little bit more punch on transmission power. It doesn't drop down dramatically. It kind of holds it there, which is great. Menu system is easier. It's easy to do field programming. It's much faster. The audio prompts are nice. Plus it has APRS. So if you need a portable radio that does APRS, which we haven't shown yet, which I really like to do, but we haven't got a chance to do that yet, but we will visit that as well. So let's take a look at the this on the spectrum analyzer. Now we're ready to go. I'm going to hit transmit. And that is impressive, my peeps. That's awesome. That is unbelievably incredible. Nothing on the first harmonic, very little. This, my friends, is a super, super clean radio. This is going to get the RF radio 5-star instant awesome rating. I'm impressed. It's super clean. This is legal to transmit in the United States of America. This proves it. This is incredible. Has great output power. The menu system is incredible. It's got incredible voice prompts. Has APRS. It's super clean. This radio is a ham radio dream. If you're looking for a high power APRS ham radio, this is the one to get. The TID Radio TD-H9. It is unbelievably incredible. It offers so much features and functionality. APRS, high power, UHF, air bands. The sensitivity on air bands is awesome. There are a couple of drawbacks, is that you must change your modulation to AM. If you change your frequency to an air band, it does not automatically do it. So we go 1, 2, 0, 0, 5, 0. It still shows up as FM, and you can't transmit on it, but you must change the modulation from FM to AM in order to receive air bands. That's the downside to it, but that's a minor setback or minor downside, because who cares? So if you really want it, you program it in the radio, and you program the frequency accordingly. On VFO mode, you would have to manually change it, but that's not a deal breaker. I'm looking for features of transmission for me, for a ham operator, not focused on air bands. It's a plus, but you still have to change it. So now let's take a look at the H8 on the spectrum analyzer. Let's see if it's any different. We need to reset it, of course. So let's screw this bad boy on. Let's change this to clear right. And then we're going to do max hold. And here we go. We're going to set this to 140.
1, 4, 6, 5, 2, 0.
Okay, we're ready to go. Ready? And the H8 is actually cleaner than the H9. That is impressive. Look at that output. It's nothing. Nothing. There's nothing on it. The H8 transmitter is far superior, I mean, technically speaking, than the than the H9. But it's so minor, it's not even worth mentioning at all, because it doesn't really matter. The amount of harmonics, there was 0 harmonics on this. There wasn't any. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. The second harmonic was non-existent on either radio, so it doesn't really matter. And the second harmonic was so small, it's not even worth mentioning. So technically, they're about both the same in terms of output power. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. It's a tough choice. I like the button on the H9. It is wider and thicker. All right, so let's go over the menu system briefly on the radio here. All right, so we have radio settings, program channel, analog set, radio information, scan, Bluetooth, SMS, GPS, I don't know why they call it GNSS, whatever, site type, APRS, and a resets. So you have site type, fixed coordinates, or GPS. So you can actually put in, if this is going to stay in one place only, you put fixed coordinates in. Simple. It's really not that complicated. If you want GPS coordinates, you want the radio to find you, find your location, then you leave it on mobile. Like wherever it goes, it'll find. This is where you would turn it on, GPS information on or off, the position, the time zone, speed units, kilometers or miles an hour. Obviously, that's kind of funny. It should say MPH, it says MPT.
Confirm.
That's obviously incorrect there. Time zone. So you need universal time, position, degrees, minutes and seconds, GPS information. If it was turned on, it would probably show all the information. So let's just see if we actually turn this thing on, if it actually...
Confirm.
Let's see. So antenna okay, no fixed latitude. It can't find, remember, we're indoors, we're in a basement. There's no way in hell this is going to find any GPS information. We are not outdoors in order for this to find. All right? So, that said, so let's continue. So this is all about, for APRS, you have SMS text messaging. You can send this in. I really find some of these features are silly, but hey, you never know. You might want to send a text message over RF. Who knows? Bluetooth. I'm not a fan of Bluetooth programming, people. I do not like it. Some people enjoy it. I program all my radios through the K1 connector, through Chirp, or through the dedicated program with TID Radio. That's just me. Okay, that's just me. However, this radio is already blowing the doors off of the H8. If you already have the H8 and you're programming the radio through the K1 connector and you're not going to go through the menu systems, it doesn't matter. You already have the radio, it's fantastic. But if you're more into field programming, then the H9 would be the radio for you. I'm telling you right now. It's so easy. And I beat the crap out of the H3 because of the menu system sucks. And they fixed it with the H9. So there you have it. Now, this is a radio that's worth it to me. I bought this. This was not given to me. I physically bought this radio. This one is mine. And I'm loving it thus far. So anyway, we have analog set. Now this allows you can actually program or offset the frequency of your radio. So if you have a frequency counter and you hit transmit and it's off, you can adjust it here. Meaning if it's off by 100 megahertz, you can say frequency calibration and you can do UHF band and you can increase it up 100 or whatever. You can go up as much as you want or as down as you want. It's a feature that I've not seen in many radios. TID Radio is probably the only one that actually does that. And you can do the same thing on VHF. You can increase it or decrease it, increase or decrease the frequency on VHF as well. And then you have AM volume level separate for the receive on air bands, which is great. This does not do CB or sideband or anything like that. It's just AM for air bands, and that is it. Let's see. You have program. This is how you program the channels. So if you're setting up your tones, your PL tones, or your CTCSS or DCS tones, this is where you would do it in this menu here on Program Channel. Go back up on Program Channel. You have RX sub audio, TX sub audio, which is what those are. So you can hit Alter, and then you have the option. So the word speech is none. All right, so don't get that confused. So you have speech, CTCSS, DSS, and reverse. And those are the options that you have. So if you select a CTCSS, then you can select what you want. Okay? We're just going to hit back. We'll do the same thing. Bandwidth here, wide or narrow. Okay? Transmit power, high, medium, or low. Busy, lockout, call code. A lot of these features are useless. You're not going to do a call code. Push to talk ID. If you had that enabled, you could turn that on. Scan add. If you're scanning for a frequency, and you can add it that way. Scrambling, you know what that is. Offset. So this is also very important. So if you hit Alter, you would have to hit 0, 5, 0, 0, 0. This is for GMRS. If you're going to use this radio for GMRS, and it does transmit on GMRS. So it's a ham radio and GMRS radio, just so you know. So this is where you would do the offset. So if you must do the zeros in front. So if I want to go 0, 0, 6.
6, 0, confirm.
So now that's for ham. Now remember where we did the offset. So I mean the offset is there, but I mean remember where we did the is it bandwidth? I can't remember where it was. There is a area where you could do either. Oh yeah, we didn't get there yet. So offset, set D. Oh, here it is. This is the how you're going to do it. The duplex, either negative, positive, or off. Simplex is off. Negative or positive would be for repeaters. Just so you know, I did 600, so you can see how that's done. Okay, so set D. Remember, that's what that is. You must remember these. So option 11, you need option 4 if you want to change the bandwidth, the power. If you want bandwidth, that's option 3, and option 1 and option 2 for the offsets.
Menu.
So let's go back into Program Channel, and once you get all that set, you go into Memory Channel, and this is where you would store it. So once you're done doing everything, it's okay, I want to stick it on channel 4, and you hit OK. So I already have channel, so let's see, oh yeah, because I'm in VFO mode, so option 15 will not work. Okay, so let me hit back here. So let me go out of VFO mode.
Channel mode.
So we're in channel mode. We're going to go back into menu, program change, and we're going to go to that option, channel memory, channel name, hit menu. Now we can change the name to something different. So these options change. If you see reject on the screen, most likely either the feature is off or you're in the wrong mode to make the changes. I was in VFO mode, so that option of option 15 in program channel, I need to be in channel mode, not in VFO mode. If you're in VFO mode, it'll say reject. That's how you know when you're in the wrong settings for this stuff. This is a really nice radio. Like I said, this will get the RF Radio Network instant awesome rating. 5-star. This is a fantastic radio. I cannot say any more about this radio. The menu system is so simple to use, so easy to field program. I can get into this radio heavily. Again, it was not given to me. I purchased this myself. I waited a long time to get this. I ordered this just about a month ago, and it took a long time to get here. I love the radio. I absolutely do. This is the first TID radio that I love, hands down, from the get-go. Again, if you already have the H8, The batteries are compatible. If you're looking for a radio that has better menu system, better power handling, and better features, H9 will be the radio to get versus the H8. That's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. This is Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, where we're connecting people through the power of radio. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
RF Radio Network.